Okay, guys, so good morning again. We will continue from our study work, right? So, what we have done yesterday, basically, we just create a nav bar, simple nav bar, and we imported here, right? We imported here the nav bar. Okay, if you look at the nav bar inside our component section, nav bar, right? What you're gonna see is just the nav, the box nav here, and it has background color. Okay, it has three child, right? The first one is heading one, the image, and the div, right? I just added the div today. Okay, I was just checking how to put this in the left side, right? So I decided, because if we give this one 30%, it just take like a whole space, right? And the text does not move on the left side. I don't know why. It should move, but it just did not move. So I decided, okay, let's put in the box and give a width of 30% to the box, right? Now this will be just a small, like tiny text inside the box. You can move left, right, whatever, right? So you can do flex, justify in, or maybe text in. That will also work. So it work now, right? It just work. So this is what I added from the study work. Okay, now let me run the server and then cd miranda and npm run dev, right? And then we're gonna have live view of this. Okay, so that's what you see now here. So the next part, this one, right? If if we look at this page, I mean this section, let's take this as one section, right? One div. This is one div, or maybe section. In that one, right? In that we have three things. The first one, second one, and third one, right? Total three boxes. Inside each box there is a, inside each, right? The first one has the image. Okay, that image, but look like image is also inside the div, because see, you can add hover effect and all that, right? So it's better to control with a box. You see that there is some kind of hover effect up to the image. Okay, so it is scaling. I think it's just scaling little bit, right? It's just getting bigger. Okay, so yeah, so that is what we have. So we will see how we can add that one. Then after the div, right, after the image, you have this maybe heading 2 or something here with the first one. Then there is a line, the dash here, the hyphen, maybe not hyphen, but what you call that, the pipe, right? Some kind of pipe here. And then again the text, and then button is here, new, right, with the red background. So in this case this has different style, so we must put inside the span tag. And then you're gonna have this maybe paragraph or something right here. Okay, next one has heading 2, then maybe heading 3, and maybe this heading 4, 5, whatever. The last one is same like first one, right? So we can just copy paste here. Okay, we can just do that. And then this is maybe heading 1, we can put heading 1, right? This big text, and then style this box. So let's put all this code first, right? And then we're gonna style and see how we're gonna add all this animation. Okay, so once we finish this section, right, this section and maybe up to here, and then we're gonna, I will add this smooth scroll, and then what we have here, right, what you see on this one, what you see here, this rotation, right, this animation. Okay, that is the main thing to learn. I mean, that is the main thing I want to show you. And then after, you guys can continue, right? Just build this, try to build this yourself. I mean, and this section, the last one, what I said yesterday, right? I'm going to, I will see if I can write the code for this, right? I will try to find answer for this. If some of you can, I mean, get the will be able to write this code, right? Let me know also later once you finish. If not, I will try. If that work is okay, if not, you can omit this one. Okay, but we will try. Okay, we will try to add this code also. It will be nice if we can do that, right? Okay, so now okay, so let's add the all the text first, right? And then we're gonna look at so nav bar I will close, I don't need. See, for now I will just keep it here, right? And later you're gonna move to maybe one different section, just create one component, right? And add it the hero component something and just add there, okay? All this, the whole these things right inside the hero component, okay? So the section, I mean there is already background, right? So we don't have to do anything. Maybe this section is has some padding on the left and right, and maybe top and bottom also we can add that, but we will do that later, okay? First let's put the code here. So what you see now first, right, the image, this image. So let's copy, right click and copy image address, and I'm gonna put inside the div, right, because I want to add some animation, so it's better to have inside the div, okay? And then let's call this maybe lamp, table lamp, right? Okay, so we got the div image. The after this image, right, and after this div, because this div is for only for image, okay? Total is 3 div, right? Look at here, 3 boxes I have created, div1, div2, and the last one, the first one here, right, third one. But I'm adding everything inside inside this div, the first one, okay? So inside the first div I have an image box, and after image I'm gonna have heading 2 maybe, right? And inside heading 2 I have avro, line, co, and the new, right? So let's add that avro, avro, right? And there is a hyphen, so we can maybe put something like this, yeah, like shift pipe, right? The pipe above the enter sign, okay? Co, and then I'm, let's call the span tag, right? And then add that new there, new, okay? So we got this. After that we have paragraph, right? So it's just we cannot copy, right? So let's leave that one. Oh, I don't want to go back like that. Oh, what happened? This side just move up and down, right? Oh my god. Okay, let's click. Let's see if I can refresh this right again. Okay. So I mean here is some text, right? I'm not going to write all that. Let me just put the lorem ipsum, okay? So I can put paragraph maybe, and then lorem, right? And then maybe it make 20 word. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, yeah, around 20, right? That's fine. So we got our everything done here, right? The next one, let's move to the next one. So all work, okay, all work, right? So let's add that one inside the heading 2, call it all work, right? WORK, and what exclamation, right? Then after that there is a feature, so let's put that in the heading 3, right? Heading 3, and a featured selection, the last work dash of the last year, right? So it's all in new line. We're gonna put break, okay? We're just gonna put break. So a featured selection, right? Featured selection. So I think let's keep it small letter. So after that we have line break, yeah, and then after the last work dash, right? The last work dash, and you have the line break again, and then you have what of the last year, right? So of the last year, simple enough, okay? You have a dot there, dot, let's add the dot, fine. After that maybe you can put this just use any heading tag also, right? So let's call it S5 or something like that, and we have tip So tip hyphen and drag sideways to navigate, drag sideways to navigate, right? Something like that, sideways to navigate. Okay, so we're done with that. The other one is same of this, right? So let's copy that. So inside the main div, basically inside the first one, right, you have this div. So I can copy that and go to my last box. Where is my last box? Here, right? And place that one. Okay, I just need to change the image and some text. So let's get the image here, right click, copy image address, and replace here. Okay, and that is what the shoes, right? Let's call it white shoes something. Okay, so image don't have alt y, alt. So is there, we don't okay, let's check. Yeah, there was, so maybe I deleted, right? Okay, so that's the div with that image, and then we have the okay, so that means I just copy the image only, right? I didn't copy the whole thing, guys. Fine, so let's add it ourselves now, right? So that will be the heading 2 and the paragraph. So go back here, heading 2. So what is there? The Roger Hub new, right? The Roger. So all is capital, right? Okay, Roger Hub, and then the new, right? So the new is inside the span tag. Okay, if you look at here, right, new is little different. So we're gonna put span tag and add the new, right? New. All right, we got that. And there is paragraph with all this text. So let's put in the paragraph. So after heading 2, you add paragraph and lorem maybe 20. Okay. So okay, so we're done, right? If we look at the site now, it looks something like this. Yeah, it looks something like this, right? So how are we gonna fix now? Let's start fixing from here. So the section, right? This section is the main box for all this thing. Okay, so inside the section, what we can do, right? We can define the height of the section. So let's do that one, right? So class name, we can say width will be full, right? Width will be like, oh, not full, this because we're gonna have some padding. Okay, leave it full, right? No problem. Width is 100% fine. And then height, right? Height we're gonna give how much? So let's give some height, right? Around, if you look at this one, so this is the height up to here, right? And then there is padding also. So okay, let's make it around 4, maybe 50 pixel. Okay, so that is the height. See, if you give background color now, right here, we're gonna see exactly BG red, maybe for 300, little light. Okay, so see that is what we see now, right? That's our box. Okay, the section. So once we give a height, now, right, it's time for us to, so see, this section has how many children now, right? There is 3 children. The first one is this, correct? The second one is here, and third one is here. 3 children, right? So it's better we can apply flex and put it in one row, right? So let's do that. Flex, and then item will be in center, and then we're gonna have justify, right? Like horizontal x-axis movement will be what? Justify. Let's make it between. Okay, between. Clear? So with that said, it will be something like this. Yeah, they just move. It looks terrible, right? But it's okay. So now the next step is, why not we give some padding on the left, right, and top, bottom, right? So let's do that one. So in section we're gonna have padding y-axis, right? How much? Maybe 10 is how much? Let's say 10, right? Oh, that is 40 pixels. So we're gonna have padding top and bottom, and maybe left and right. So padding x, let's give it maybe 60. So that will be around 12, maybe 14. That is 56, right? So let's keep it 12, right? Yeah. Okay, I think that's fine. So we got some padding also. We just move inside, right? Okay. So now, once we have done that, right, I think it's time to fix the image. Okay, image. Yeah, let's fix that one, right? Yeah, so let's fix that one. So the image gonna have class name. So normally in image, what we do, remember in our HTML CSS, right, we say image width, image width. So image width will be full, right? Full. So that is 100%, correct? Full is with 100%, right? So if you do that 100%, it will be 100% of its box. Okay, right now. And height, so height will be also full, right? Full. And height is also full. And object fit, okay, object fit will be cover, right? Cover. So that is normally what we apply for image, but we're gonna give height to our box here, right? This box of the image. So let's give a height. Width, I think we're gonna fix width also, you know. No, okay. So this is the parent, and these are already getting too big, right? So why not each parent, each container we make like 30% and see what happens. Okay, let's try that. So class name, so with each parent I'm gonna make 30% first, right? 30%. So that go down, right? The second one is where second one is starting here, right? Paragraph D here. So that is the parent. So let's give class name of with 30%, okay? And the last one also, right? So last one also we have to fix. So last one is here. Class name width will be 30%. And see, it's just something like this now, right? I think this is too much height, you know. Maybe, oh, because we still need to make a font big, right? So it should be okay. If not, we can reduce the height, you know. This is too much, then we're gonna make it let's make this 420, right? Yeah. Okay, so after that, right, let's fix the image box. Okay, image box. Where is image box? So that is okay. Section div, right? So in this one, the div, so we're gonna give the height, you know, like the image box, maybe how much it should be, right? Around maybe 60% of the parent. So maybe height, let's make it 60%, right? Let's see. Even we can give a height to this main box, you know, like section already have height 420, right? So main box maybe height will be, you know, we can make it full, right? Full means 100% of the parent. Okay, so now this should be 60%. When you do 60%, right, height is 60%, So image, because is full, so that means it will be 60% of the, means it will be 100% of its whatever 60%. Okay, one more thing we can add now, right? Overflow. Let's add overflow. Overflow may be hidden. Okay, and why? I will tell you just now. If you do overflow hidden, right, it will be, I will show you why I put overflow hidden. Right, later I will show you why. Because that image is big, okay, and when we're gonna add animation, right, it will be like just jumping out of the box. Okay, so now can we do the okay, so let's add here, right, what animation. So how are we gonna add animation now? So in the image, let's call it hover, right, hover, and I think scale, maybe scale. So 110 is how much? 1 point, that's 1.1, right? Yeah. So if you do that, so it just is scaling now, right? Look at here. So if I don't add hover overflow hidden, so because let's do one thing. Okay, put a background color and then check, right? Background color here to the box. So BG red 400. See, normally what happened, right? This is your box. If in case you have, because earlier there was no background, right? I mean that everything was same, so you cannot see. But see, this is the hover effect, and scaling 1.1 means it's just getting big, right? So it's just jumping out of your parent box. Okay, so when we add here, right, in the parent, the parent image, the box parent here for the image, right, if you put overflow hidden, so now it will not go out, it will just stay inside. Okay, it will be hidden, right? So that is what. And the transition is not smooth, so we can do here also transition, right? I think transition maybe just make it all, right? Let's see what happens. So yeah, so it will be just become smooth now. See, okay. Even you want to add cursor, maybe pointer, you can do that, right? So when you bring the mouse, it will be something like that. Nice. Okay, so we got that done. Now the same thing you can apply, right? All whatever we have done, just copy this thing and put it on the other image, right? So go back to the image here and add class name. Done. And also will be same for the div and everything, right? So overflow hidden, yeah. So here, I mean there is already height. No, we have to add a height also. So let's copy that, the whole thing, and go back to the image div here, right, and apply that. So now our image is smoothly hovering everything. Okay, that's good. So next step now, right, to fix the basically all this font and everything. Okay, so let's do that. So start from top, the first one. I mean, I'm gonna remove the background. I think now you can see, right, what is happening here. You can, I'll just remove the background. So in the section I will remove that background, and also I will remove this. So it just looks nice. Okay, the first one now, right, the heading. Where is that? This one. So class name. Okay, so let's find the font, right? Font, I think we Canopy, I believe that is the one. Okay, yeah, Canopy, right? Let's give little bit margin top, right? Margin top of maybe 4, maybe 3. How much is 3? 12 pixel. Okay, yeah, I think that is fine. Yeah. And then the font size, so text, that will be text. So I don't know how much we can give, right? Maybe 6 XL is how much? 60 pixel. That's too big, so can we make it around 40, right? Let's make it 4. I mean, you can decide how much you can give, right? If you look at here, yeah, it's okay. I think 40 will be fine. It's bold also, right? The weight is little thick, so we can say font, right? Font semi. Let's make it semi bold. Okay, semi bold. Nice. Now we can select that span tag and make some changes here. So class name. So we're gonna BG will be. So let's find the exact color right here. I mean, we know how to find that. So I will call the color Zilla page and then go back and click on this one, right? So that will be 33A, 38, whatever. So I'll just apply that color. Okay. Is that, no, I select the wrong one, yeah, I select the wrong color, right? So color Zilla. Okay, now I believe it's fine. Okay, so we have that, right? There is some small padding also, so let's add some padding, right? Padding maybe 2, and yeah, so let's see, right? There is little bit rounded also in the border, so that's big, right? That looks big. We're gonna reduce the font size here, so let's make font maybe light, normal, or medium, and padding, let's keep it 1, right? And text is white, so text will be white. Is that white there? Yeah, white, right? I think font is also small, so font, right? Maybe text will be, I think 2XL. Make it 2XL. Yeah, and then we're gonna add some rounded corner, right? So that is rounded, maybe medium, or LG will be fine. Oh, LG is too much, so let's add medium, right? Medium, MD. Okay. Yep. Yeah, but it does not look in the center, right? So how are we gonna fix that one? So to fix that, how are we gonna fix that? Let's see. It looks little bit odd, right? I don't know why. So maybe, okay, let's see if we can do that. If I put flex here, what can happen? Yeah, just move up, right? So item center, so item center, right? Item center, and then I'm gonna give up maybe gap, right? Let's pick a gap of maybe 5 or maybe 2. Yeah, so I believe that looks okay. I mean, it's big, right? It's big. We can change the font size and add it, but I think that's fine now. So same thing apply in our other side also, right? You can do that. Just copy, I mean, everything, right? And go back to your heading 2 here and apply. So we need to put a class name here. Okay, and that should be okay. The span now, right? We have to get the span also, so let's find the span. So class name and everything, we're gonna do that. Span here. Alright, so we're done with that. Now let's fix the next part, this one, right? This one. So this font looks different, so let's find that out. Class names, we're gonna give margin top maybe of 4, so that will be moved down a little bit. Okay, and then let's say margin 4 or maybe 6. Why? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, sorry, I'm just moving on the wrong place, right? I should be here. Class name margin top, even not that much, 2 will be enough, right? I believe 8 pixel. Yeah, 2 or maybe 4. Let's make it 4. 4 is how much? 16. Yeah, that is fine, right? Now after that, okay, after that, right, we're gonna so let's find the font, right? Font maybe this medium, I think this medium, right? Cond medium. Okay, so if you look at now, it's cone medium or maybe light, right? I believe. So let's find the font. New light. Okay, so it looks something like this. No, it's medium. Okay, it's difficult, to figure out, right? But anyway, let's put it font cone medium, and we're gonna make it text, maybe text. So let's make it XL, right? And the font will be extra, not thin, but normal maybe. So or light, right? Let's make it thin. The color is different, right? The color is not the same here. This color is different. So how are we going to get the color? Let's see. See, I can find this color. Yeah, so 38, something like that. So text gonna have this color. Okay, so now because we don't have the right kind of text, right? We can make it a little big also, so let's do that. Maybe 2 or 4 XL. That's too big, right? 4 XL, so 2 XL. Yeah. Okay, so now can we add padding also here on the left and right? Can we do that? Okay, so let's copy this, right? Let's copy this and apply in our paragraph right on the bottom. Okay, so we're done. Yeah. So that the next one, right? Next one is the here. How are we going to do that? So you have the line on the left and right side, correct? So that's the div of this section, right? Div of this section. So let's try to figure that out. Div, right? Okay. Let's go back to the div now. So here, right, this one. So that's the div. Width is 30%. So border, right, we can say border, border left, okay, maybe one, right, that is, so, or maybe just leave it border left, right, so that will be 1 pixel, okay. If I put 2 pixel, I can just put 2 here, right, so that will be border left 2 pixel, and the border right, let's give a color, right, so border, and then the color will be, so what color is that? So you see something like this, right, you can see now. So first we're gonna make give a height also. Let's make a height of screen on a full, right, full. You know, it must take the whole height of the parent, right, and width will be also full, right. Up, did I make width 30% width full? No, let's leave it full is what, 100%, right. Oh, sorry, not that one, not that one, only height is okay. Yeah, because there is a height 100, you can see height, right, it's just taking all the way. So I just need to find the color now. The color is something kind of a grayish color, right, so let's see if we can get, it looks something same to this text, right, but I did not get the right color, you know, so let's see if we can copy this. Why it get red here, you know. Okay, okay, so you see now color here. We do the same thing on the right side also, right, so you just have to add the right now, border right, border right, and will be 2 pixel, okay, and the color will be same, right, so it just get like that. So if we put a background color here, right, let's put a background color to the first one and see why this looks small, you know. So the section here, the div, right, that is 30%. So if I put BG red 300, that's what is here, and so that is 30%, right, 30%, okay, 30%. So new paragraph, and if you look, this also 30%, right, it's all should be same size, you know. Let's make a border, oh sorry, background, right, background, BG orange maybe 400, okay. So I don't know why it did not take 30%. Why it did not take 30%? That's the problem, you know. Even our text go out of the box right here. The height is not enough, so we can fix that by adding some height. So to the parent here, let's see, let's make it 430, okay. Then why this text is outside? If I put 450, oh sorry, that was okay, right? Should be maybe here, you know, this box. So width, height is full. Yeah, that should be fine, but why not? Let's make it 50. Still not enough. 60. Man, that's too much. Okay, let's keep it for just that much, right? So guys, how are we gonna fix this one? So we have D here, the first one. Go back to the second one, this one. You just did not take, oh, that's why. Let's see, that's the mistake. I got. See that I just missed that dash here at width 30%, and that was the problem. Okay, now right, we can put text in the center. So just make it text, maybe center, right? Yeah, and then you start styling everything, right? So heading 1, class name. So first font, right? Font will be, I don't know which font is that. Not Canopy, but maybe this one. All work. Yeah, and we can increase the size, right? We can give even some padding, you know, like let's add padding on the top and bottom, right? So the div box itself can have padding, right? So padding, why? Let's make it how much? Maybe 10. That's too much, you know. Let's make it 5, and px maybe 5 also, right? Because the other one has too much padding, we can reduce that one. Yeah, we didn't add padding there, right? Okay, let's leave it. So guys, so where we are now? Here, heading to, let's work on this one continuously, right? So text, we can make it maybe how much? For Excel, more than that, right? So we need maybe 6. Okay, then you're gonna add some margin bottom, right? You can add margin bottom maybe of 3. Okay, so yeah, then there is a feature and all that, right? So let's try to fix that one. This one, class name, we can have margin bottom maybe, I think there is more, right? So let's make it 6. And then the text is same above, like above, not sure. Okay, so we're gonna use the other one. Okay, so last one, font will be new light. Text, we're gonna make it that was 6, so let's make this one maybe 4 XL, or maybe 2, right? Let's make it 2 XL, and then will be font, right? Font maybe little bit normal, right? Let's keep it normal and see what happens. Yeah, but it's small, right? I think we can make it big also, you know. So we can change this one to 8, and the other one we can make it maybe 6. Oh, that's too much. So we're gonna make it around 5. Is there 5? Yeah. Oh, that was so let's see if we can do 7. Yeah, now I think it looks okay. The only, this one is bold, this is lighter. Okay, so now let's leave it like that, and then what else we can do? We can add some margin on the bottom and then just change this one, right? Let's apply some style there. So class name, so there is a margin bottom 6, right? I think let's make it 8. That should be good enough, yeah. And we're gonna put the we did not add any padding to this one, you know. Okay, we will see, we will check. So this one, right, what we will do, this tips looks different, you know, so we can maybe wrap in the span, right, the span tag. So here you can apply class name, right, and give it maybe font, let's make it medium, right, and then text size will be maybe LG, and the other one, right, the rest will be maybe font, let's make it the new light, right, and then font size we can make it, the rest maybe we can make it font maybe medium, right, yeah. So you see a little bit different now, okay, and then we're gonna add some space. So here is span, right, we're gonna add some space, so we can say margin left maybe 2, right, see it will add some gap there. I hope that is okay. Okay guys, so the thing is what I don't see, right, I hope that is okay. I hope so. We added some padding, right, on the top and bottom. That is what we don't want here. It looks little odd now. Y-axis we don't need. So all will be on the same line, okay. Is that in the right place? Yeah. So there is padding X. I don't know, my eyes, I see this one is little big, right, I don't know if the same line or not. So maybe we can reduce the image height, right, little bit. So let's check here. Image with full object scale 1. So the height, right, the height is here 60%, but if we make it maybe around 50, right, yeah, so that should be fine. Let's change that to 50 also. So everything fit in the box. Can we give some padding to the parent box here? So let's say padding X maybe 5. What gonna happen? Oh, I'm on the bottom, right, so I have to add on the top also. So here the parent, so padding X maybe 5. But I mean there is no meaning, right, no meaning of padding on the x-axis. Okay, remove that, no need. Only I put in the center, okay, so leave it there. Remove this also. Okay guys, I think we can leave it like that now. I know it's not good design, right, but hope we get somewhere, okay. All right, so it looks something like this. I'm gonna remove the background also from here. Yeah, okay. So that only the difference I see now, right? The because of the text. So we can add some y-axis padding and bring this down. That we can add maybe. So let's see. I don't know if we can do that. Is that? But all is same line, right? All is in the same line. The only maybe there might be the gap on the top little bit here and little bit more gap here, right? So that will bring in the center. So let's do that. So this one, right? This one, text 5XL, font normal, margin bottom, right? Let's make it 10, and the heading 2, margin bottom will be maybe 5, right? Yeah. Okay. We can remove some text from the last one. Okay, so let's remove that. Let's remove some text, and should be okay. I hope that is fine. Okay guys, we're done now, right? So what we can do next, I know this is far more better, right, than what we have done, but we have done something. Okay, so this image looks little small also, right? This is little big, so I think 60% was okay. Let's make it 60. You have to experiment and figure out, right? So when you design something, just looking at is very difficult. So you have to give hit and try, right? Okay, that's good enough. I mean, this can go more big, right? You can make this font more big and this one more big. Fix this one, but it looks for now. I think it's okay. All right. So next one, right? Next one. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, work on the our main thing, right? That is the rotation. Okay, how are we gonna do that one? So we have already what you call that? We already have the package installed started. Okay, if you look at here, right? Which one? Locomotive and the GSAP. Okay, so let's try to import that and then use that one. So normally what's gonna happen, right? This is the main box. Okay, this is the main box. So this main box, inside the main, right, there is this div now, this div. Okay, this is the whole box which is gonna rotate. So we have to find this div, right, and link to that what was that, the not locomotive, right? What is that? Is yeah, locomotive, locomotive scroll, not scroll. Okay, the other one, GSAP. Okay, that's the one. This will be handling just scrolling. Okay, we just scroll, right? So fine. So let's do that locomotive and the GSAP one. Okay, let's fix that one. So in React, in order to read any element, what we do, we use a hook, right? Use ref. So let's find that one. Use ref, right? This is gonna give us the basically it will give us the access to any div, right? So how we use that? Normally you're gonna in here, right? Yeah, so we're gonna just go back here and then we're gonna select our cons maybe, right? So let's say what we want to access, right? First, so maybe this div, right? This div, okay. I mean any div, it does not matter, right? So let's call this one maybe wrapper. I just call this wrapper, okay. I mean we don't need this id here, we can delete that. I just give it to remember, right, what to do here. If that is wrapper, then you can call the use ref, simply use ref, right? For now you pass the null value, okay, null. What is the error? Okay, so we cannot call outside, right? It must be inside the app here. So, and that is the thing, right? In the React component you can use outside of the component, so you must be inside the component. So wrapper is declared but its value never used, right? So what we will do now here in our div, if I want to access this div, I just go back here, right, and I say ref, this is the ref, right? And then you call that wrapper, okay, wrapper, simple enough. Now if you console log this wrapper, right, you have access to this div already. So let's console log this wrapper, okay, wrapper, simple enough. So inspect this page and check in our console and see what we get, right? So see, we get this object, right? So it says current, right? Current dot, right? Current dot, I mean this div, okay? If you do object dot current, right? If you do object dot current, it gives the object. Basically, it gives the object, right? And if you do object dot current, then that means you have that div. Okay, so you just have to object dot current. So that wrapper is an object, and the object dot current will give the access to that element. Okay, simple enough. So we have that wrapper already, right? Okay, so now what we're gonna do now, right? So we're gonna call let's call that two things, right? The gsap, import gsap and locomotive. Okay, so where is that link? Let's go find the link first. So if I go to React, not here, but let's go to GitHub here, right? So it should have import here, this one, okay. So we're gonna import in our top level, and after that, right, what we're gonna need is basically, I mean I can just copy the whole thing, right? This whole thing, right? Just copy that and put it there. Okay, that is what we need. So we have locomotive, imported that one. This is just a variable, cons scroll, right? New locomotive scroll, and inside see that element, right? This element document.query selector. Okay, and we just pass the div now, right? What we're gonna pass? We're gonna pass our the wrapper, right? So yeah, so this will not gonna work like this, because we want to run these things, right? These things gonna run after the page load. Okay, now times comes to use effect hook, right? Okay, so now inside here we're gonna say use effect, and it takes callback function, correct? And now you call this inside there. See, so just call it here, right? You scroll. So inside here now you're gonna pass that wrapper. So this will be, this is a variable, right? So wrapper dot current. So we just passing that document now, right? I hope that is fine, right? So scroll, new locomotive scroll, that is the object, the element, and I mean, why are we doing this document? We're not selecting query selector, right? No need for this one. We just do this enough and put a comma, right? Yeah, and the smooth will be true. Yeah, so we're done with this part now, right? So we're gonna uh, also, right, every time we're going to scroll, maybe we can add a cleanup also. I don't know if that will be needed or not, but it's okay, leave it there. So this div now, right, this div is already in the scroll now, okay, in the scroll. So when the page grow, right, when the page will be big, you're gonna see the effect. Right now our page don't have a lot of space. Okay, so maybe what we can do, right, go back here. uh, After this section you're gonna have, I think there is a heading 1 also, right? uh, I will just put maybe 5 word right now, and then after you're gonna have maybe next section. Okay, section, maybe let's call this class, maybe page 3, right, like that. So here you're gonna add height, right? Height, maybe height of maybe how much, let's call it 120 vs, right? View height, okay, and width will be full. So if you do that, you have the new, you just got this new scrolling now, right? So this will be, the more text you add, it will be smooth. Okay, the scrolling will be better, right? You just add this smooth scrolling to your page. Okay, so that is the that is what gonna be there. But this one you have to create. Okay, you just have to create. I will, for now I will leave it like this. You just have to keep adding the text and it will be keep growing, right, later on. So I will remove this one for now. Okay, the next one is how this page will rotate, right? How the page gonna rotate. Okay, so that's the point now. So how are we gonna do that? So that is gsap animation. So let's add that also. So import gsap, right? I think gsap from gsap. I hope that is correct. Okay, now, right, inside let's see, after this one, so you have use effect. After page load, right, we want to run that gsap also. So let's say this will be closing here. So what we're gonna add now, right, gsap, let me think. So we have to add all the dimension, right? So all the dimension will be let's see, scroll, we have scrolls, then we're gonna end here. After that we're gonna, yeah, let's add here. Okay, but this scroll, I think we need to connect also somewhere, right? So we have a, I think we can scroll to the main, right? So let's see once again. So we have this main, why not we add scroll to this one, and then we're going to add animation to this next one. Okay, the wrapper, right? So that means we must get one more, let main equal to use ref and null, right? Almost done. Okay guys, just give me a few seconds more, and then in the main, right, we're gonna add class name. We're gonna add some background also here. Okay, so let's put bg, because when the page load, if you see here, right, if you look at here, if the page load, you're gonna see that dark background, this one. So we're gonna put that background to the main. Okay, and then the other one will be the wrapper, right? So that's what we're gonna do that. So bg, that is dark background, I believe 222. Okay, so let's see, 222, is that 222 maybe? Yeah, and then we're gonna make it yeah, so for now, right, that will be okay, just leave it like that. So this is the main, remove this one. And to access this div, what we do now, the same thing, right? The ref will be ref will be the main, right? Just put the main here. Okay, this main. So the scroll we're gonna add to the main, so we can say main dot current, and smooth, right? That will be smooth. And then I think there is something more, right? Let's see. If you go to the locomotive, this one, this one I was talking about, right? Yeah. So scroll to, right, and the target. So we have to add this line also. So let's copy that. So let's just put it below here, right? Scroll to, and the target is main dot current. Main dot current. That's the main div. Okay, main div. Now, right, we're gonna add again. We're gonna add our GSAP, right? So GSAP. So first, okay, let's go back here, right? And we're gonna have import. Let's get that GSAP running. Okay, the timeline for the GSAP first. So let timeline equal to, we can say GSAP and get timeline, right? Timeline, and then we're gonna apply all the timeline here. Okay, after that, right, we have timeline and we're gonna use it inside our, so when the page load, use effect will run, and then all these things will apply. So now we're gonna have timeline 2, right? 2. So the first one will be the div, right? That is wrapper dot current. You have to give the where you want to apply, right? Timeline. So the which box. So that is div, right? This is a div, and then you apply the, basically apply the all the attribute, right? What you want to do now. So first you want to move it, right? Maybe y-axis. So let's move y-axis, maybe how much? Let's make it 50, right? Let's see what happened. 50 view height, okay, and see how it looks. And then scale, because it get half of the screen, right? So that is scale. We're gonna make it maybe 0.5 or 0.6, something like that, right? And duration, we're gonna add how much? So it will be very quick, right? So when the page load, that div must go like 0 in 0 duration, right? It just gets shrink down to small. So let's add duration maybe 0, okay, for now 0, right? Okay, and see what happened now. So see, if you refresh the page now, right, see, just there now, there, right? But we're gonna add animation and fix this one. Okay, so it looks 50 is like very view height, right? 50, we're gonna make maybe how much? I think let's make it 100, right? 100 view height. So refresh. What happened? 100 VH, right? Scale down to 0. Okay, if I make it 60, right, or maybe 70, just getting small. If I make it 90, oh, it's just getting down, right? Okay, so first will be 100. Okay, so 100 means all the way down, right? It will be 100 is here, so it has to go up now. So let's write the next one. Okay, I'll just copy this, right, and write it. Maybe it must like around 3 times. Okay, so let's make it there, and then the next it will move from 0 to maybe 30, and or maybe 40, right? And from 40 it will get to the 0 VH again, right, to the normal. And scale will be, right, so scale, I think and duration will be 1, let's add some duration, right? And then delay, we can add delay also, will be maybe 1. And then here, so scale, I don't know if we have to scale, we have to change the scale now, right? Let's remove the scale here. I don't know if that should be fine. Okay, and then the 0, but in the 0, when it get to the like normal, right, it should go by rotation. Okay, so rotate 360, and scale back to, scale will be 1 again now, right? Scale will be 1, and we can add duration, I think a little bit of duration, so let's make it 0.7. Yeah, so duration, okay, so now check, right? Okay, so when the page load, it just look like that. Okay, so I think that is also working now, right? And we have also smooth scroll. When you keep adding the text, you're gonna see that. Okay, so now what else, so we're done with that now, right? So there is the next one, next section is this one. So I want you guys to try now, right, this section. So this is just heading 1, and put a background color. You select the background, right, color, let's see, yeah, so color Zilla, you select this color and then apply, right? Just apply. Okay, so miranda, miranda, right? So if that is miranda, miranda, right, like that, and you're gonna give a class name, bg will be this, right? Now the text is big. Okay, so let's font first, add the font, that is Miranda, right? No, canopy, that will be the font. Okay, so you don't see it here right now because the text looks different, right? This is the text color, so that will be our text color. So color Zilla, let's select, yeah. So now text, text, right? You add the color here. Okay, so now you're gonna see the text there. Okay, but this one looks little bit small, right? Okay, let's increase the font size. So font will be how much? Maybe font will be maybe I don't know how much, right? 400 pixel. That's big, right? Is that I did something wrong? So it will be more big, right? Maybe 900, or let's make it 800. See what happens. Something like that. That's too big, right? So 6. Yeah. So what we can do, right? You have to give maybe height, width. So you're gonna give a width also, right? So that width will be maybe around, let's say 90%. So you're gonna have on the right side you have some space now, right? So you're gonna make it maybe margin left, right? Maybe let's make it 2% or 3%, something like that. So it will just push in the center, not center, but it will just move to the, let's say 2%, right? Let's see. Oh. So this is okay. Okay, so this is just overflowing, right? Why is that? So the parent box is which one? Let's say let's see. That's the relative, right? So everything is inside here right now. Yeah, everything should be inside there, right? So relative. We're gonna can we add height, right? So how are we gonna fix that? So we can add some letter spacing also, right? And then font weight. I think let's do this 96%. Yeah, so now font canopy, font will be canopy, that's fine. Text is this one, text 600. But why is this just going up, what is the reason, right? Okay, it started, I think it started in the right place, right? That is, yeah, that is fine. uh, Letter spacing, font size, fonts width 96, margin left is 2%. So how are we going to fix that, guys? Just give me a second. Okay, let me think. That's big, right? That's big. Why is it getting so big? Heading 1, let's say heading 1, we have this text, background color is there, font is canopy, text is this text color, and then we have the text. Even we have not added the, I know there is something to control the line height, right? What is line height? Okay, let me check, right? Let me see, because I know I wrote, I forgot, right? Let me see. So where is that? React. Okay, React.js, right? Inside here, if we go back to the main.js, no, in the app, right? So let's see what I put in the font. Okay, here, right? So BG, that is fine. Okay, let's copy this one and I'll put it there. So you can see text, that's the same thing, right? Text is 700 pixel. There is a line height also 600, right? So this is how we add line height in our tailwind. Okay, background color is there, text color is there, that was there, width is 96%, yeah, that was there already. Then margin left, right, we add 2%, so it will have some space on the margin left side. Font is canopy, that is fine. Tracking tighter, right, so this is the letter spacing. Okay, font is thin and text is center, right, so it's just in the center. Let's see if that is okay. Oh my god, it did not, right? So something to do with the what you call that, this something to do with the width and height of the main page, right? Main page. Okay, so something to do with that one. So make it relative, no, right? Oh, so we have this one relative, so everything should stay within there. But if I make it absolute, I don't think it will work. I mean, when I make absolute, it will just go out somewhere, right? Yeah. Okay guys, what I will do, right, I won't fix this one and push it. Okay, but just remember there will be something, I will tell you, okay, what is the mistake, right? I'll try to look at the because something to do with the main parent here. So I'm gonna fix that, and then I'll push the code again, okay, in the GitHub. In the meantime, you guys can work on this section, try to work on that section, right? And keep moving on the other one. You can add the animation also, just add that animation, right? Try to do that as well. Okay, so I will stop here for now. Let's not waste too much time looking for the bug, right? I don't know where is the bug, what is the bug? I mean, this should be there, right? So I think mirand, right? da. I think the page, right? The page. Yeah, I think the background is not. The background is not growing itself, right? So that maybe. Let's see. So what is here, right? Let's say main overflow hidden, right? Okay, so we're gonna add this one. Okay, let's add this right to our main. So in the class name overflow hidden, that is one thing is there, right? And the next one is data scroll. I don't know if we have to add that or not. I don't see the use case, but let's add it. Okay, in the div, this is the main div now, right? That's the main div, which is basically like rotating, right? So relative overflow hidden, and height is 120 vs, right? So yeah, I'll just add overflow hidden also there. So div height is screen, right? That is 100%, 100 view, right? So let's increase to 120. Okay, a little bit more, 120 vs, right? And relative, and then overflow will be hidden. Okay, that's the only thing I see now. So still did not fix. I mean, it did not fix, right? So now to something to do with the size here. Okay, let me fix this one and then I will explain, okay, later, right? For now I will just stop.